Hello, am I audible? Can you hear me? Don't just listen to me, please do think about what I am trying to say as well. A very warm welcome to Be Aware Soul YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a famous cricket player. I'm going to be talking about his life, what we can learn from his life and why his life is so inspiring to a lot of people. So today I'm going to be talking about Sachin Tendulkar. So when you talk about Sachin Tendulkar, his life has a lot of interesting things and 4 inspirational things that we need to learn, and if we could implement that in our lives, our life would be better than now. Yeah. So let us get into the 4 things that we need to learn from his life. The first thing what we can learn from his life is, when you see Sachin Tendulkar, he started the career of cricket at the age of 11. So when he as a child was in a surrounding where there were many authors, many poets. So he lived in a colony where authors and poets stayed. So at this point of time, you would think, oh, if he lived in such a colony, maybe he should have been an author or a poet. But his parents didn't force him to do so. He was very naughty. He was such a naughty child, such that they didn't know how to control him. He used to run around so badly because he had so much of energy within him. At that point, they decided, okay, maybe if the energy was diverted, they felt that maybe he wouldn't be naughty as he is now. So at that point, his parents thought, okay, let him choose cricket or football, and Sachin Tendulkar chose to play cricket. So when he started playing cricket, what happened was, he was really happy. He had some passion towards the game. He started loving the game so much, such that he had to change the school so that he could get better coaching. In today's situation, there are many cases where parents don't agree with what you want to become. They don't agree because they don't feel secure enough with that job. Maybe if you want to become an athlete, they may not agree. But at the age of 11, they knew that he had some passion towards cricket and they wanted to change the school. And one more thing, to change the school, what they did? They went and asked him, are you okay with changing the school? You'll get a better training over there. Are you okay with it? And Sachin Tendulkar readily agreed because he loved cricket so much. And he got a very good coaching over a period of time. So when you take in general, when you see some kids who are really good at something, I think you need to give them a training. You need to give them a specified training. Maybe, for example, if they're good at dance, give them an extra dance class. Allow them to do dance so that maybe it might not just end with a hobby. Maybe that would become their passion and they might become one of the best dancers in the world. Or if they're good at athletics, give them some training. Maybe they'll become a national level athletic champion one day. We wouldn't know. So if you feel there is some kind of a talent within someone, don't regret to give them an extra coaching or give them some kind of a training so that they get better in that. Because no career is a bad career. If a child is passionate towards something, if you feel that they're really good at something, I think you need to give them a lot more training so that they get better at it. Maybe they might be the best at one point of time and you will be happy about it in the future. So you don't have to judge that this job might not be the right one. Only if you get educated, you'll get a good job. Yes, you need education, but the things which you are passionate about, you need to train for those also. The second thing we can learn from Sachin Tendulkar's life is, let me ask you a question before telling that. Do you like getting gifts, or do you like getting promotions? Do you like getting hikes in your salary? Obviously, everyone does like that, right? So it is something everyone really loves getting. So at this point, if I say, rewarding behavior is the second thing we are going to talk up from Sachin Tendulkar's life. Since he was a child, he used to get motivated a lot because of all the rewards he used to get. It used to be small as snacks or a 1 rupee coin, but he used to get motivated because of that. Let us take a general example. Leave the life of Sachin Tendulkar. Don't you feel happy and motivated when you get a hike in your salary, or don't you get happy when you get promoted and you feel you need to do better in your job? You have that motivation because you got promoted. That is what rewarding does. So in Sachin Tendulkar's life, when he was very young, if he could practice and do well throughout the day, he used to get money to go get snacks and his dad used to get him juice, and then there were times when his coach used to challenge keeping a 1 rupee coin on the stump, and like if he couldn't hit the stump, if he keeps batting and the coin doesn't fall on the ground, then that coin used to belong to Sachin Tendulkar. And these kinds of small things helped him a lot. Now let me give you another example. Maybe you know someone, or you are with someone who works really very hard but is not getting appreciated, or is not noticed for that, and he or she is at a point of giving up. At this point, you give them a note, and you give them maybe just a chocolate maybe, and you give it to them, and you say, and the note says, you are working really hard, I appreciate your effort, you're doing really great. And when you tell that, you know how much happy they will feel, and that will push them, that will give them motivation. And that is why rewards are very important in life. That doesn't mean you need to live for the rewards, it is just a motivating factor. The third thing we'll be learning from his life is, Sachin Tendulkar is meant for his hard work. He's literally meant for his hard work. Now, let us take an example before I get into his story. There are many people who go to the gym, or you normally do some workout, or you're doing some kind of a drill or a dance after a really long time, and at that point, don't you feel like tired? You get cramps in your body you get cramps in your body the next day, and you feel, I'm not getting out of my bed for 2 or 3 more days. That is a feeling you have. But in Sachin Tendulkar's life, every time, every day, whatever pain, whatever injury, he didn't give up. He just wanted to work. He just wanted to improve his stamina. When he had an ankle injury, it didn't matter to him. He had a finger injury. At that point, he made a special gloves where only his 4 fingers would fit. Like the gloves had 4 divisions instead of 5 divisions, and 2 fingers used to fit in 1 division because he couldn't have a grip of 1 finger because it was injured, and he played with it. And there were days when he didn't have sleep because he had to take some tablets, and he had sleepless nights, but still he came and he played. He was in so much pain when he used to play. Like when we see it on TV, or when we see it on on live, we would really not know how much pain he has gone through. If you read his book, you'll understand the pain he used to feel sometimes, but still he scored 100 before leaving the ground. That is the passion, that is the hard work he had for his career, and that is what you need to have if you need to be achieving your goal. But if you are someone who says that, I'm doing so much, I'm doing almost everything and anything possible to get what I want, but there is something wrong then. You know what? You're not doing it in the right direction. You're not doing it in a smart way. That is why you're not getting your results. The last and the final thing we'll be talking today about Sachin Tendulkar's life is that when you see Sachin Tendulkar's journey, he didn't like failures. At least at his initial stages, he hated failures to the core. But then soon he realized that failures and success are not permanent things. Now, for example, you win a match today and you might lose another tomorrow. You wouldn't know what would happen. And it isn't permanent. You cannot say, that day, that minute I won this match, so this is a permanent state of success, because today someone else would have won the match. But he says at the same time, satisfaction is something that is permanent. You feel satisfied that you won that one match, and that would be permanent throughout your life. Yes or no? Yeah, right? So if you are someone who wants to have a success at a permanent state, you need to put effort. You need to put more effort day by day to have that success in your hand. So these are the 4 things we learned from Sachin Tendulkar's life, and if you could implement at least one thing in your life, I'm damn sure that there would be a small change there would at least be a small change in your life. And if we could implement at least a little bit of these things, we could get better than today. I'm sure about that. So have a nice day. Thank you. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter or LinkedIn, the links are given below in the description box. And if you want to read my blogs, and the link for the blog is also given below in the description box. Thank you. Have a nice day.